My name is Michael Weisberg, and I teach in the Earth and Planetary Sciences Division of the Physical Sciences Department at Kingsborough Community College. I've been teaching here for about 20 years. I initially got into planetary science when I was a student of the City University of New York. I went to Brooklyn College to enter the master's degree program, and when I was at Brooklyn College I noticed a job posted outside the geology department office at the college, and the job was to work with the curator of meteorites at the American Museum of Natural History in Manhattan. I spoke to Professor Nehru, who was my mentor at Brooklyn College, and he encouraged me to apply for the job. I did, and I got the job, and the job was to work with the curator on his research projects on meteorites. And I was very excited to work with these extraterrestrial materials, and I've been hooked ever since, and I continue today to work on meteorites 30 years later. So this is a special year for the Lunar and Planetary Science Conference. It's the 50th anniversary, and it is the largest forum for scientists to come together to talk about what they've learned. It includes topics like Mars, Mercury, the Moon, planetary volcanism, icy moons like the Titan, the moon of Saturn, which is an icy moon, and Europa, an icy moon of Jupiter. There are talks on meteorites, comets, asteroids, the origin of the solar system, and space missions. The conference is held in Houston. Since it started, it's always been held in Houston, Texas. It was originally held on the Space Center grounds, the NASA Space Center grounds, but since then it's outgrown the facilities at the grounds, and now it's held in a hotel slightly south of downtown Houston. Kingsborough actually has a very strong planetary science community. At the conference this year, there are 7 abstracts that are being submitted by either authored or co-authored by faculty at the college. All of the planets have evolved differently, and it's important to understand the planets and how they evolved and what it tells us about the Earth. I mean, the important thing is always bringing it back to the Earth and understanding what we learn about the Earth by studying these planets. For example, climates are very different on planets like Venus, for example, is very hot. Mars is a frigid planet, and Earth is just right. But the famous late physicist Stephen Hawking once said that if we don't stop doing some of our activities that contribute toward global warming, Earth might turn into a hothouse planet like Venus. So it's important to understand how planets evolve and change, and again, what we can learn about the Earth from that. So there are many ways to learn about the planets. There's a lot of information online, obviously. NASA has websites that you can go to and learn a lot about what they're doing. NASA's doing a wide range of not only planetary studies, but Earth observing studies and studying climates. There are missions that are always in the news. That NASA has over 100 missions that they're running, and a lot of these are in the news, and there's a lot of exciting things happening. Kingsborough Community College, which is part of the City University of New York, offers a unique opportunity to work with experts in the field of planetary science. People like myself who study meteorites, we study the minerals and the chemical characteristics of meteorites. Professor Kieran Howard, who studies very fine structures in meteorites. Professor Chisholm Park, who studies ages of meteorites. She does dating methods where she can determine how old meteorites are and date the events that took place when the meteorite was on its asteroid. We also have students or ex-students like Dr. John Bogalski, who was a student at City University of New York and is just starting his career in the study of meteorites, and he's a substitute professor here. And we have students teaching courses like Dominic DeFelice, who's a master's student at Brooklyn College. And again, not only do we offer unique courses like astronomy and earth science and planetology, which is really not offered anywhere else in the City University system, as far as I know. We also offer the opportunity to do research and to collect data and draw conclusions from